New York City. The US Open is just days away. The tennis world is preparing for the final Grand Slam of the season. But something unprecedented is happening in the ticket market. Something that has never been seen before in the history of the tournament. The numbers are staggering. Reports indicate that more than 430,000 people were in the virtual queue for tickets during the US Open presale. That's not a typo. 430,000 fans trying to secure their seats at Flushing Meadows, and here's what makes it even more remarkable. The overwhelming majority of that demand is centered around one player. Alex Eala. The Filipino sensation who has taken the tennis world by storm. The demand has been so intense that resale ticket prices have skyrocketed. A grounds pass that should cost $65 at face value is now being listed for $363 on resale platforms. Premium center court seats for the most anticipated matches have surged past 21,000. Fans who paid $600 for a seat last year are now seeing prices of $2,400 for the same spot. At the center of it all is a 21-year-old from Quezon City who has become the biggest draw in tennis. The Eala Effect is not just real, it's rewriting the economics of the sport. What is driving this unprecedented demand? How has one player transformed the US Open ticket market? And what does this mean for the future of tennis? This is the story of a ticket frenzy that has stunned the tennis world. The numbers are staggering. The demand is unprecedented. And Alex Eala is the reason why. Let's start with the number that has sent shockwaves through the tennis world, 430,000. During the US Open presale, one prospective buyer shared a screenshot showing more than 430,000 people ahead of them in the virtual queue for men's final tickets. The number went viral almost immediately. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing, but this wasn't just about the men's final. The demand for tickets to see Alex Eala specifically has been driving the frenzy. Filipino fans and tennis supporters alike have been scrambling to secure seats for her matches. The US Open had never seen anything like it. The ticket system was overwhelmed. The queues were unprecedented. And the prices were reflecting the extraordinary demand. Consider the numbers. The average get-in price for the US Open had reached approximately $311 by mid-August, compared with about $262 at the same point in 2025. That's a nearly 20% increase. And the most dramatic increases were for sessions featuring the most anticipated players. Resale listings showed a day one grounds pass around $363, while the least expensive first session Arthur Ashe Stadium seats were approximately $327. Opening session seats at Louis Armstrong Stadium were listed around $466, numbers that would typically be associated with the most prestigious sessions, the men's final, the women's final, the semifinals. But this was for early round sessions. And the reason was simple. AlexEala.to understand the ticket frenzy. You have to understand the Eala Effect. It is a phenomenon that has taken the tennis world by storm. Wherever Alex Eala plays, the fans follow. And they don't just follow, they transform. In Toronto, tournament director Carl Hale described it as unlike anything he had seen in 20 years. I have been doing this for 20 years and I have never seen such an incredible, alive, enthusiastic, passionate crowd, and I have never seen that many flags on center court just waving all over the place. Phenomenon has been described as just unprecedented. In Toronto, every single one of the evening sessions featuring Eala sold out far in advance. Fans traveled from across the region to see her. Superfans dressed as Raptors to cheer for her. The atmosphere was electric. In Washington, where Eala won her first WTA title, tournament organizers had to shift higher-ranked players' matches off the main court to accommodate the fans. They even provided a special dish for Eala on their menu, chicken adobo, a Filipino specialty. Cincinnati, reports indicated that 53,000 ticket requests flooded the system when Eala's appearance was announced. Former player Sam Querrey noted that the average ticket price on center court for Eala's match was $160 higher than for other sessions, and it was completely sold out. But what makes the Eala Effect truly remarkable is that it's not just about tennis. It's about national pride. The Philippines is a country of 1.1 billion people, and they have found their new hero in Alex Eala. As one analyst put it, you're not buying a tennis ticket, you're buying a ticket to the pinnacle of national pride. The driving force behind the ticket frenzy is the Filipino community. And it is a community that has shown up in numbers that the tennis world has never seen before. There are roughly 94,000 Filipinos living in New York, with the highest concentration in Queens, the very borough where the US Open takes place. But the Filipino community extends far beyond New York. Filipino fans from across the United States, Canada, and even the Philippines have been traveling to see Eala play. Filipino flags have become an increasingly familiar sight wherever Eala competes. From Australia and Dubai to Rome, London, Washington, and Toronto, Filipino supporters have repeatedly transformed overseas tournaments into something resembling a home crowd. The chants of "Let's go, Alex" have followed her around the world. It is not just about sports. This is about representation. For many Filipinos, tennis has historically been seen as an expensive and inaccessible sport with few Filipino role models. Alex Eala is changing that. Every victory encourages another child to pick up a racket. Every tournament introduces tennis to Filipinos who had never followed the sport. Support is also deeply personal. Home is not the place but the Filipino people, Eala has said. And the Filipino people have responded in kind, showing up in droves to support her. One commentator put it perfectly: what makes it even more remarkable is that the overwhelming majority of her supporters are not locals. They are Filipinos who travel from neighboring cities and even countries to watch her play. Overseas Filipino workers, students, professionals, and families proudly wear the Philippine colors, wave flags, and cheer every point as though they represent the entire nation on that court. The ticket demand is just one part of the story. The commercial impact of the Eala Effect extends far beyond ticket sales. Consider the merchandise. Nike released Alex Eala's official US Open kit just days before the tournament. The collection featured a 140 royal blue Nike court slam dress and Eala's first ever signature Nike t-shirt, a 42 black cotton tee. The shirt sold out within hours. Here's what made it truly shocking: Eala's shirt sold out while new merchandise for Carlos Alcaraz, Jannik Sinner, and Aryna Sabalenka all remained available at the exact same time. Eala, the world number 18, had outsold the biggest names in men's and women's tennis. This is not just about tennis. This is about a commercial phenomenon that has reached the highest levels of the sport. Even Eala's rivals have noticed. Coco Gauff has praised Eala for bringing a new demographic to the sport. Jasmine Paolini has spoken positively about the excitement surrounding Eala. Jessica Pegula admitted she was surprised by how much Eala's following had grown. The New York metropolitan area, with its large Filipino community, is the perfect setting for this phenomenon. The 430,000 people in the ticket queue and the sold-out merchandise are evidence that the Eala Effect has reached a level that few players in history have achieved. The ticket frenzy at the US Open is more than just a story about one tournament. It is a story about the future of tennis. Alex Eala has already achieved more than any Filipino tennis player in history. She has won her first WTA title. She has beaten 9 top 10 opponents. She has reached the 4th round at Wimbledon. She has climbed to a career-high ranking of number 18 in the WTA Live rankings. She has sold out stadiums in every city she has played. And now, she is driving unprecedented ticket demand at the US Open. But Eala's impact goes beyond her results. She has brought millions of new fans to the sport. She has transformed tennis in Southeast Asia. She has proven that star power can come from anywhere. She has shown that a girl from Quezon City, who learned to play on converted basketball courts, can compete with the best in the world. The 430,000 number is more than just a statistic. It is a symbol. It is a symbol of a new era of tennis, an era where the sport is truly global, where passion can come from anywhere, and where a player's popularity is not limited by her ranking or her country. The US Open is about to begin. The stadiums will be packed. The flags will be waving. And Alex Eala will be at the center of it all. The question is no longer whether Eala can draw a crowd. The question is whether she can deliver on the court. And if the ticket frenzy is any indication, the answer is yes. Subscribe to Tennis Pulse and hit the notification bell for more tennis news, drama, and analysis every day.